Good morning, class. So we're going to start off our morning with reading a book. So if we can all get together at the front of the class, and we're going to form a circle with our chairs. Very well done. I liked how quickly everyone got into a circle with your chairs. Very good job. All right. Now, can anyone name a natural resource? That's something from nature that we need to live. Yes? I like how you had your hand up. Air. Yes, air is another one. Water. Yep, that's a good one. Is there anyone else? Hands up, please. Trees. Yes, that's a very important one. Can anyone tell me why we need trees to live? Can we have hands up, please? Yes. Why do we need trees to live? Because they're leaves. Yes. And what about their leaves? They make oxygen. Okay, yeah. Trees basically make air. So they breathe in the carbon dioxide and they basically exhale oxygen, which is what we need to breathe. So trees are very important for life. So I'm actually going to be reading The Lorax today. Has anyone read The Lorax before by Dr. Seuss? Can you all raise your... Oh, wow, lots of you have read The Lorax. Yes? Oh, you've seen the movie. Has anyone... Yes, we've all seen the movie. Yeah, Dr. Seuss makes lots of great books. So can anyone tell me what The Lorax is about? It's about trees, yeah. Okay. So if you have any questions or connections while I'm reading the book, can we wait until the end of the book to talk about it, okay? At the far end of town where the grickle grass grows and the wind smells slow and sour when it blows, and no birds ever sing except accepting old crows, is a street of the lifted Lorax. All right, so that was a pretty long story. Great job, everyone, sitting through that. You all sat very still. Great listening. So we're going to get up and we're going to play a game of Truffula Tree Tag. So how we play that is there's going to be one person who is the onceler, okay? And they're going to be it. And everyone else is truffula trees. So you got to show your best truffula tree impressions. We got to have our arms up and waving, and we're going to have to run away from the onceler who's going to tag us, and we have to crouch down like we got cut down. And to be saved, to be able to run around again, you have to have two other truffula trees that are still running around. They're going to link arms with you, and they're going to help you grow all the way up to another truffula tree. And we're going to get our arms out and we run from the onceler, okay? Ready to go outside and play that game? All right, everyone. Wow, everyone, that was a great game of truffula tree tag. I feel all loosened up now. Okay, so we're going to sit back down in the circle. We're going to talk about a few questions from the book and what the book made us think about. So the first thing we're going to talk about is some big ideas from the book. Can anyone tell me what a main idea was from the book that they could think of? Yes? Cutting down trees is bad. Okay. Now in the book, why was it bad to cut down the trees? Can anyone else? Someone else tell me? Because the animals had to leave. And why did the animals have to leave? Because the water was bad. was dirty, wasn't it? It was pouring all the pollution from the factory. And what happened to the air? Yeah, it got really polluted, didn't it? All right, is there another main message or main idea from the book? One person can make a big difference. That's a great one. One person. Yeah, those are great big ideas. Okay, some more questions we can all think about. Why do you think the Onceler did what he did? Can anyone think why the Onceler wanted to cut down all the trees? Can we raise our hands, please? I only hear you if you raise your hand. Yes, Susie. He cut down all the trees to make thneeds. Yeah. And what were thneeds? Or were they those funny scarf things? Yeah. It seemed a little silly to cut down all the trees just to make a silly scarf thing. Yeah. And why do you think he did that? His family wanted him to. Yeah. And he wanted to make money. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Those are all great ideas for why he did that. Lots of reasons. So we can go over them. He wanted money. He felt pressure from his family. And he had fun doing it. Yeah, at first it was fun. But then it didn't turn very fun after, did it? What patterns of change in the environment did we observe? So did we notice anything from the beginning of the movie to the end? What happened? Yeah, the sky changed color from pollution. Yep, so it became more polluted, and the water changed. So the next question is really similar. So what were the environmental conditions like before the company made thneeds and after? So before, can we raise our hand, please? Yes. Before, there's lots of animals. Yeah, lots of animals. The air was clean. The water was clean. Lots of trees, right? And so after the company started making thneeds, what did the environment look like? Raise your hands, please. Yes. Yeah, pollution, the animals, and they all had to leave, didn't they? And what happened to the Lorax? He left as well. Yeah. And do you remember what his message was on the little stump that the Lorax sat on? Remember what that said? It said, once. Or sorry, it said unless. Yeah, it said unless. Does anyone remember what the rest, at the very end of the book, what the Onceler discovered that word means? Raise your hands, please. Thank you. Unless someone like you cares a whole awful lot, nothing is going to get better. It's not. So that's a pretty powerful message. It's kind of like what we talked about earlier. One person can make a difference. So unless someone like us cares a whole lot, nothing's going to get better, according to Dr. Seuss. Okay, and then, so this is on to our next question. What was the author's message concerning what one person can do to save or destroy the environment? So one person can make a difference, and I think we're thinking it was a good difference, but one person can make a bad difference too. Like the Onceler, he cut down all the trees, and that can make a bad difference. Okay, so we had a really great discussion. I appreciate all of your ideas and your ideas and messages from the book. We had really great listening. And now I want us to, we're going to walk back, put our chairs back, and we're going to walk back to our tables, and we're going to get out our journal. And I want us to write by ourselves main message or idea that we talked about, or maybe you just thought about in yourself and you didn't talk about, that really struck with you from the book. And I want you to write about it in your journal, write a few sentences, and if you want, you can draw a picture as well. So we're going to spend 10 minutes doing this. And you can do this by yourself, but if you need to talk to a partner, you can do so quietly, just to talk about your idea, okay? But I want everyone to write in their own journal, and you're going to write by yourself, your own journal, okay? And are there any questions before we go off to our table? No questions? Okay, great. One, two, three, eyes on me, please. Thanks for your attention, everyone. Wow, great journal writing. I'm really impressed with all of you. And I love your pictures and your messages you wrote were really great. The Lorax has many great messages and ideas. And we're going to take that into tomorrow's lesson, which is going to be about trees. So for tonight, I want you to go home and we're going to find 3 things that are made from trees. So trees are a natural resource that we need to live. So we talked about the beginning of class. And so many, many items are made from trees. So for example, this shelf here that we keep our shoes on, or books on, because we're in a classroom, is made from wood, which comes from trees. So if you find a wooden shelf in your house, then that's one item. So we can ask our parents, or we can just go around our house and find things that we think might come from a tree. And if we're unsure, that's okay. We can write it down in our journal, in our take-home folder, and we can talk about it in our lesson tomorrow, which is all about trees. All right, everyone, thanks for a great lesson. We're going to pack up our journals, put them in our bins, and we're going to move on to our next lesson.